Yo guys, what's up? So I'm back with a team for Make a Beedrill cause someone suggested that in the comments. So far I've been working on this team and it's been super hard to build. I have no idea why. Like I like Make a Beedrill and all, and it's a OU team cause I think he does way better in OU. Um, for the reason that like everything in UU is bulky, where not everything in OU is. Like, low punny's in OU. I'm running Jolly so I can outspeed low punny. Um, like, so there's only two real big walls. Well, three, I guess. There's Gliscor, Ferrothorn, and Chansey. And Chansey, Beedrill demolishes. And Gliscor and Ferrothorn, we can deal with those. So my team consists of Beedrill, Florges, Latias, Breloom, Tyranitar, and Heatran. So there's a pretty big ground weakness, but I think it's fine. Like between the team synergy, I think we'll be fine with it. I mean, earthquakes are gonna hurt, but I think we're fine. Um, so Heatran's our physical wall. Florges is our special wall. Tyranitar has this weird EV spread just for like it can bulk out Talonflame as much as it needs. It can do a little walling if it needs to. It can set up some Dragon Dances. Originally, I had more speed in this thing than I do now. Right now, I have less speed because I've had some test battles and it just needed more attack. Like without, it can't do anything really without a Dragon Dance up, and I feel like this set, the EVs for this one are a little bit better because it can like not, it doesn't depend so dependently. Well, it doesn't depend as much on Dragon Dance as it does if you invest more in speed than in attack. So that's why I have this assortment of EVs, and the defense is to make sure talent. Yeah, like I said, so it can bulk out Talonflame. So that's a team. Let's get into some battles. So this team needs some adjusting. I can already tell, but I don't know. I had such a hard time making this team for some reason. Like Beedrill's a good Pokemon. It's just the Pokemon I put around it just don't complement it as well. And this is the best compilation I could make, and which kind of sucks. So what is my opponent gonna be leading with? Um, it looks like Landorus or Rotom, and in that case, I think my best plan of action is um. I'm just gonna scout and lead with Beedrill, and I'm gonna start the timer because I realize I don't want to be waiting 100 years for people. So, like I said, I think this team needs some more editing. If you guys like it, then go for it. Use it. It's pretty good. Um, it's just that like there's some things like I'm thinking that, like there's no Scarf, which I'm kind of worried about. So I might replace Breloom for an actual Scarf Pokemon or something. I don't know. So I'm not gonna go for Protect here because like I'm faster normally, so I'm just gonna go for a Poison Jab, which doesn't do anything to this Landorus. So which makes me feel like he's bulky, but I am intimidated, so I don't know. I'm gonna go out to Latias, see what he wants to do. I feel like he's U-turning out, and I've just made a bad decision. But I can't really take U-turns all that well either. And I certainly don't want to take an Earthquake. No, he sets up Rock, so he is bulky. Which is good and bad. So I'm gonna drop a Draco just to do a lot of damage. Oh, a crit. That mattered. I've calced this before. This is also like, so I also don't have a lot of counters for for low punny except for beedrill and this Latias. This Latias doesn't have any defense investment, but without defense investment at level 100, an ice punch still doesn't kill. It does 80% or something, or like 89 if it's adamant, and 70 something if it's jolly. Ah, jeez. What do I go into now? Oh, I can go into Florges. But that's gonna hurt if he goes for a side shock. I believe Tyranitar can take anything from this thing. So I'm gonna go into Tyranitar. And we have the Lando down, which is good. What could he do? He switches into Lucha, predicting my T-Tar. Not even bad. So I still do have this Latias I can do. What do I need to go for? He's obviously going for like high jump kick. I'm gonna go for Latias. I feel like this is the wrong play because he could go for Sky Attack and do a lot of damage. But I feel like he won't do that and go for high jump kick just for the fact that I might not switch out, predicting that. And he goes for a Swords Dance. Okay. In that case, I'm just going for Psy Shock. I mean, I know that he could bring in his Metagross or his Latios and resist that, like Metagross resists it 4 times. No, he goes for a sub. Well, this time I'm gonna go for a Draco, knowing that he knows I have Psy Shock, and this way it kills it anyways. Cause Hawlucha can be a threat if it gets Unburden off, and at +2 and +2, I don't want to deal with that. I do have Roar on Heatran just for this, because I don't think, well, not just for this, but for things that set up. So that, because this team's not the most well-rounded, so I have Roar to make sure anything that sets up that I can't deal with. Oh, he's faster already. That's interesting. I didn't know he was already faster. Well, there goes my chance of getting out rocks, which is necessarily not the worst thing. And he forfeits. Odd, but okay. But yeah, so like things that set up, I have Roar on Heatran just for that. So like, in case like, I don't know, Clefable gets to +6/+6, I can roar it out. And I really don't think it'll get to +6/+6, but you know, just in case. Even if it starts to set up. So we got another battle here since the other one forfeited on us. Like, what's up with that? So we got Sableye, Cloyster, Scizor, Trevenant, Garchomp, and Florges. A pretty good team. What's he gonna lead with? He's probably going to predict me to lead with Heatran and go out to Sableye maybe and start off with Heatran. So I'm gonna lead with Florges. Oh, sorry for the snap. You guys probably heard that. So hopefully he does lead off with Sableye because Florges would be the best thing for that. I do not run aromatherapy on this Florges either, and he does lead with Sableye, which is very good. So I'm just gonna Moonblast because he's gonna Mega Evolve because he could be running Scizor or Garchomp, but I think he's gonna be running Sableye. So yes, he is. So I go for Moonblast. That does a lot. It does lower his special attack, and he does get a Toxic off. Where I wish I had aromatherapy then, but I think I'll be fine otherwise because I still have things to deal with most of the rest of his team. What else could he do? There's nothing except for his Florges that wants to take this. And he does go into his Florges, which, fine. So he does want to save this Sableye of his, so I'm going to Toxic. I mean, there's nothing to lose. He could switch back into a Sableye and bounce back the Toxic at me. But I'm already Toxic, so it doesn't really matter. I don't exactly see why he's running Toxic, but okay. If you guys aren't common with the uh, most common Sableye, Mega Sableye set, it's usually Calm Mind, Recover, Dark Pulse, and Willow. So I don't exactly see the point in. I mean, I guess just for more damage, but the reason why people run Willow is because it lowers their attack, so you can live more hits. So what's he gonna switch out? I feel like he's gonna switch out. What could he switch out into though? He might switch out into Scizor. No, he just goes for Moonblast. So I get that Toxic off. I get my Wish back. And I do get a lot from that Toxic. Gee freaking whiz. So I'm going to go out into Heatran. Because I 4 times resist the only attack Florges usually runs. Which I'm fine with. I can Fire Blast the Trevenant. I can Fire Blast Sableye and still do some damage. So he does carry Aromatherapy, which is bad for me. I can Fire Blast and do neutral to the Cloyster, which doesn't have the best physical attack. And then I can Fire Blast and kill that Scizor. The only thing that takes a Fire Blast, or a Lava Plume I mean, sorry, well, is his Garchomp. I feel like Rocks might be the best idea here. It's just free Rocks, might as well. It doesn't look like he has a Spinner. Oh, because he has Magic Bounce on this Sableye. But I don't think he'll go out to that here, and even if he does, I can defog him away. So he does go out into Garchomp, which is fine. So I'm gonna switch out into Latias here, because I can Draco. But I'll probably Psyshock first, because I think he might switch out into Florges again, predicting. No, he goes for Dragon Claw. That's bad. So, what do I want to do then? He doesn't have anything to set up rocks on his team, so I think I'm good just going for Draco. And he could certainly be Scarfed, which could be bad. No, he is not. So he does go out in Florges, which is fine. Because I'm going to go for Psyshock, get off a lot of damage, sack this thing off, go into Beedrill, Mega Evolve and Poison Sting, whatever comes in. I mean, not Poison Sting, Poison Jab. I'm running Poison Sting Beedrill, guys. It's the best move for him. Obviously, that base, like, 20 power, I think. And what were you going for? You were going for Moonblast, just to kill me off. Alright. I was gonna go into Beedrill, but I don't feel like that's the best thing, because he could go out into Garchomp, and then I could have Rough Skin. I'm gonna go out into Beedrill, Mega Evolve, and Poison Jab, then U-turn. I mean, I'm faster than mostly everything on his team, even if he goes out into Scizor. Actually, I'll Drill Run, because the only thing that doesn't hit is, well, it still hits him, just not for very super effective, or neutral. But this way I hit the Scizor and I hit everything on his team. Where with Poison Jab he could switch into Scizor, which he does do, so I made the correct prediction on going for Drill Run. So he's probably going to go for a Bullet Punch here. So I'm going to go into Heatran, predicting this. Can also go for a knockoff. But it doesn't matter all that much if he, depending on which one he goes for. I don't see him going for a bug move at all, because most of the things, I have 2 things weak to it, and I have 3 things that resist it, and it's more likely for me to go into one of the 2 things that resist it. Still don't know what he's going to go into, though. So he does go end up going for Bullet Punch. And since he didn't Mega Evolve, I doubt he's Mega. Well, duh, he Mega Evolved the Sableye. I'm out of it. But let's see. So Lava Plume. Hopefully, I burn whatever comes in, or I kill the Scizor. So he does end up retreating into his Garchomp. So this Lava Plume doesn't do much, but it do get the burn, which is great. Uh, I could start phasing right here, but again, I don't exactly like the whole whirlwind rock thing. I just do it for something sets up. So I'm just gonna Lava Plume again. I mean, there's nothing he can really do to me except for Earthquake. Never mind. I mean, I know he's burned and all. Okay, okay. So I didn't get to that in time, but it didn't kill me because he's burned. So thank God for that burn. I'm gonna protect just to get some leftovers. Maybe stall out his burn a little bit. It's more to get the leftovers back so I can survive some more hits. Because Heatran doesn't have any recovery, which it needs. It needs that Steel Roost. Lose that Steel type. Just become a normal Fire type for a turn. That would be best. So he is going for Dragon Claw, so he is not scarfed in any way. So I'm just going to go out into Tyranitar. Hopefully set up some Dragon Dances. So he does go for Earthquake again, which is fine. I can eat those up. I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance since Garchomp's going to end up killing himself to burn. Whoa, anybody else see how Garchomp's fin is transparent? And you can see the rock through it? That's kind of weird. I didn't realize that. So with the Dragon Dance up, I can Stone Edge this Cloyster if it wants to come in. I can crunch this freaking whatever it is. Trevenant. I can Earthquake, Florges, and Sableye and do some damage. So he does bring in Trevenant. So I'm just going to crunch. Seems like the best play. I don't think he'll live it. He might be physically defensive, and he still dies. I don't know if he was physically or special. I doubt he was. I doubt he would live either way, even if he was max HP and max defense. I don't think he would. Just honest opinion. The only reason why Trevenant is UU is because of Harvest. But besides that, his stats aren't all the greatest. So he does end up going into Cloyster. So I'm gonna Stone Edge. Hopefully I hit this. Come on, Stone Edge. You can hit this. I believe in you. Yes, so he does hit, and we do knock it out. So I know this is supposed to be around like Mega beedrill and all, but you know, there's always featuring just a normal ass Tyranitar, right? He's cool. He's a fun guy. Well, actually, Amoonguss is a fun guy, but you know what I mean. So he's gonna go for a Bullet Punch. Do I really want to give up this +1? I can set up on his Sableye again, so I'm just gonna go out in the Heatran. Tyranitar +1 is scary, but I think I'll be fine. So he does go for a Swords Dance, in fact, which is, again, quite scary. I think I'm gonna roar him out. He can Bullet Punch me, so what? I get a roar off. So he isn't Choice Banded either. Huh. So he's Life Orbed or something? I didn't see Life Orb damage, I don't think. I hope he goes for a Roost. No, he goes for a U-turn. So I get to phase out whatever he brings in. That's good, I guess. He's probably gonna bring in that Florges because that Florges can eat up any special move. It has monstrous special attack, special defense, special attack. Well, I guess we were playing first gen. It would just have a monster special. Oh, this magic bounce though. I get to roar myself out into a Breloom. So I'm just gonna Bullet Seed because I'm faster than this thing. Because I'm running max speed and Jolly Nature, which isn't really run anymore, but I think it's good because it gets Technician to boost its attacks already. And you know, it's a decent amount of speed. I mean, it's just a little bit slower than uh, well, it's 10 base speed slower than mammal swine, and mammal swines run kinda fast. So what is going to be brought in this time? The Scizor. Um, I'm just gonna go for Drain Punch. He might set up here, but I have Mach Punch and I'm faster than him, so I think I'll kill him with a combination of Drain Punch and Mach Punch. And I just kill him with Drain Punch. Well, this is perfect actually. I have my Sash intact and I have Bullet Seed. So it's perfect. He can Moonblast me. I might go down to Sash, but then I can just Bullet Seed away. So I don't really use Spore all that often. So if you want to switch it up for like Rock Tomb or something, it might be just as effective. I mean, experiment with your own sets, guys, but I'm gonna go for one more. I'm gonna try and show off this beedrill, but I don't know what's up. You know, whatever. Beedrill's on the team at least. I got him on the team. This is supposed to highlight him. The reason why I have rocks is so I don't have to run an adamant nature. I wouldn't really be running rocks if I was running adamant. Just so I can come in and poison jab and kill everything mostly. So that's Lando. Hopefully it is not. It doesn't look like it will be scarfed, but it certainly might. But I know that Kyron's scarfed. So I want to get up rocks, but I don't know what he's going to lead with. This certainly might be a taunt Gengar, which could be interesting. I'm going to lead with Latios, actually. See what he leads with. I prefer Latios over Latios, too, because I like the bulk more than I like that extra uh, 30 points in special attack instead of special defense. I mean, it's up to you. Both of them do their jobs incredibly well. Let's see. Who could he be leading off with? So he leads off with Gengar, as I hoped he would. So this is good for me. I'm just gonna Side Shock. I'm not gonna second guess anything. If he goes for a Shadow Ball, I'm gonna live it. I'm gonna get this Side Shock off and kill him. Hopefully, he might be sashed. I really don't want him to be sashed. I really, really, really don't want him to. So he goes off into Landorus. This makes me believe that he is a scarfed Landorus. And he wants to pull off that U-turn. So I'm gonna go out in a Heatran. Hopefully he doesn't predict this and go for an Earthquake. So he's probably gonna U-turn. It seems like the most logical thing to do. It's super effective. It will probably kill if I stayed in. So he does double switch out into his own Latios. I don't see the reason for that. I would set up rocks and roar, but then he gets a chance to defog. So I'm just gonna roar out right off the bat. I do run a little bit of special defense, so I can live Dracos a little bit better than I would normally. So I'm not fully invested in defense. I'm like 200 in defense though. So I do roar him out, back into Latias. So I'm just gonna go for rocks again then. Oh, I'm gonna go for rocks, not again, because I haven't gone for rocks yet. What could he do? I really hope he switches back into Lando again. Which he does, which is perfect. So I do set up those rocks. I'm gonna protect, because I'm pretty sure he's scarfed at this point. So if he scarfs himself into Earthquake, great. If he doesn't, oh well. So he is not scarfed. Oh, that's bad. I guess since he's not scarfed, I can go out in a Breloom. I mean, Rocks hurt both of our teams. I don't know whose it hurts really more. It hurts my beedrill, which is very, very needed. And does go for U-turn, unfortunately. So that doesn't do too much, even though I don't have any investment in HP or any defense, which is nice. So it does hurt it. So he's gonna go for a Sludge Bomb here. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So I think I should go into T-Tar and just start setting up, because I need to kill some things before I can start working with what I need and what I don't need. But like what I was saying, rocks do hurt both of our teams pretty bad. It hurts my beedrill and it hurts his um Kyron Black. And that was perfect. He went for Shadow Ball and not Sludge Bomb, so I resist that. That's good. So I'm gonna Dragon Dance. His Shadow Ball and his Sludge Bomb I don't think will do too much to me. As long as the sand's up. Oh, he has Focus Blast. Shit. Shit. So I can go out to beedrill right now and protect. This is kind of bad. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve and protect. As long as he doesn't have to bring his Kyurem in, he's kind of got this game. If he can keep his Kyurem healthy enough to live Rocks damage and a Poison Jab, then I think he has this game. I don't really have to keep my beedrill too healthy. I just have to keep him healthy enough to come in on Rocks and then Poison Jab a lot of things. So that does resist it, obviously, but that's fine. I'm just gonna go out into Heatran. I know he carries Fire Blast. I mean, not Fire Blast, Focus Blast. So so he does hit me with a Shadow Ball, which does do a lot. And he's Life Orbed. And in that case, I'm just gonna protect, cause he's gonna die to Sand. And hopefully Sand doesn't peter out this turn. Well, I hope he. Well, I know it will peter out this turn, but hopefully he still takes the damage from it. I don't know why. I don't know this, but so no, he does not take the damage from it. That's bad. That's very, very, very bad. And I don't know why I'm not going into Florges. What could he do? He could certainly go into. So that does quite a lot still. So who's he going into? He could be a fully physical Heatran. Not Heatran. Kyurem Black, which could be bad. I don't think it would be as bad if he was mixed, but it could certainly be bad. So right now, we're tied, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the losing end because all my Pokemon have damage, where only a few of his have damage. So I'm going in Heatran. He Mega Evolves and Swords Dances. Ah, no, don't do that. Sir, if you could not do that, that'd be wonderful. If you could just, like, not Mega Evolve, go for Splash or something, perfect. That'd be the best play. Alright. So he does. Ah, shit. Why do I keep forgetting about Superpower? Like, all these matches I play, I keep forgetting things get Superpower. Like, there's a move called Superpower? What the frick is that? So I'm gonna go out into Breloom. I'm gonna Spore. Hopefully I put something to sleep. It can literally be anything or anything at this point. I just need something to sleep. So he goes for Bullet Punch and kills me. Great. That's what I needed. Something dead. Fuck. I think I just got swept right here. I think if I had Tyranitar and I didn't lose him so early, I would have had a better fighting chance. So, the things if you do make this team, the things that you really need are Tyranitar, Beedrill, and Heatran. are what I would say would be the three things you should keep alive, and two of those things are dead on my team. So you can tell how good of a job I'm doing with that. So I'm gonna Draco. Hopefully kill this thing. Watch him just switch out into a Zoomeril because he can. So that does nothing still. And I kill myself to Life Orb. I lost this game to Mega Beedrill and Mega Scizor. Mega Scizor is extremely powerful. Like I can't touch him very much, especially with this team and with that plus, even that minus defense. I don't think this drill run will kill even if I get the chance to get it off. And his team was obviously way better built than mine. Ah, yeah. All right, that's GG. I'll type GG because I know it's GG. Even though he swept my freaking whole team with Mega Scizor. So that's gonna be the battle. I won technically 2 out of 3. One was a forfeit, but one was a pretty decent showing of the team in general. Not exactly Mega beedrill. None of these really showed off Mega beedrill per se, but um, the team in general is pretty good. I mean, you could switch beedrill for a different Mega and Breloom, I would say. Beedrill is powerful. I don't know what I did wrong, but you know, T-Tar put in some work. Go T-Tar. So thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more of me, I stream on Twitch, and you can sub here. Great times, right? Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'm out. Have a nice day.